Let's talk about some of the oldest living flying insects, the dragonflies, the most fearsome of the insect predators. By the end of this video, you'll be able to instantly tell the difference between a dragonfly and a damselfly, even from across a pond or river. Collectively, these insects are called the Odonata. What are the basic characteristics of the Odonata? The dragonflies and their cousins, the damselflies, have a lot of overlapping traits and a few key differences which you can use to quickly ID them. Both are ancient predators, arising long before the dinosaurs, and were one of the earliest creatures to fly. Their ancient wings stick out to the sides or back. Unlike most other insects, they cannot fold them behind their backs. This trait makes them part of a larger group called the Paleoptera, or old wings. The insects in this group are mostly extinct, but the Odonata and their old cousins, the mayflies, are still kicking around. Odonata have two pairs of wings, both of which are used for flying. They are membranous with lots of veins. They are frequently colored or patterned, which can often help with identification. While damselflies are typically smaller than dragonflies, the fastest way to tell them apart is how they hold their wings while perching. Dragonflies must hold their wings out to the sides, while damselflies will hold their wings straight out behind themselves. Both dragonflies and damselflies are easy to recognize by their slim bodies. The shape makes them more aerodynamic, and it is useful in their complex mating rituals. The male grabs the female behind the head with a clasper at the end of his tail. The female then curves her abdomen to grab the male's thorax, creating a heart-shaped mating wheel. You will frequently see them paired like this, perched around the water, or even flying. Males and females of the same species are frequently different colors. Unlike many other insects, Odonata are primarily visual. Their compound eyes are huge, taking up the majority of their heads. Their eyes may have over 30,000 lenses, which help them track their prey while flying. Dragonfly eyes may be touching or separated, but damselfly eyes tend to be widely separated and somewhat separated from the rest of the head. The rest of the odonate head is made up of a large chewing mouth and small hair-like antennae. All Odonata are associated with water, because their immature stages are aquatic. This is why you frequently see dragonflies near ponds and streams. Their eggs are laid either in the water or very nearby, often among underwater plants. When the babies hatch, they enter a life stage usually called a nymph or naiad. These terms are used for insects which have an incomplete or partial metamorphosis. Unlike insects like butterflies, which start as a caterpillar, have a complete metamorphosis through a pupal stage, and emerge as an adult, immature Odonata look similar to their adult forms. As they grow, they will experience minor body plan changes, along with the development of wings. One large difference between the immature and the adult is the presence of gills. Because the immature lives in the water, gills allow it to draw oxygen from its surroundings. These gills will be lost before adulthood. Gills on the dragonfly are located inside the abdomen, so water is cycled through the butt. The hollow abdomen can act as jet propulsion as well, forcibly shooting water back and rocketing the dragonfly quickly forward. Gills on the damselfly are located to the back and sides of the body like large feathers. Additionally, dragonfly nymphs tend to be bigger and chunkier than their damselfly cousins. Like adults, immature Odonata are also predators, feeding on anything in the water smaller than themselves. They have the advantage of a projectile jaw called a mask, which they can shoot out and capture prey ahead of them. Eventually, the Odonata immature grows enough to enter their adult stage, at which point they climb from the water onto a nearby plant and begin their final molt. Once they pull themselves from their own exoskeleton, they can harden their wings and begin the airborne part of their life. So remember, dragonflies have bigger, thicker bodies, large eyes which frequently touch but are otherwise smooth with the head, and hold their wings out to the sides at rest. Their aquatic babies are big and chunky with internal gills. Damselflies have smaller, thinner bodies, have well separated eyes, and hold their wings straight behind them at rest. Their aquatic babies are small and slender, with external, feather like gills. Next time you are near the water, you shouldn't have any problem telling these guys apart.